Thanks for joining us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. President Bongbong Marcos is expected to release an executive order soon as the country braces for the impact of El Niño. The EO will put in place government interventions to mitigate the effects of droughts and dry spells. This includes the reactivation and reorganization of Task Force El Niño. The OST said the effects of the weather phenomenon will be felt until the first or second quarter of 2024. By April next year, drought may persist in at least 63 provinces, while the dry spell may be felt in 12 provinces. The DENR has also warned of a possible water shortage. We now give you a quick look at today's other top stories. The COVAX facility will finally close on December 31 after 2 years of delivering COVID vaccines worldwide. COVAX has distributed nearly 2 billion doses of jabs to about 146 nations since its launch in 2021. It is backed by the World Health Organization, among others. MRT and LRT lines will extend their operating hours to accommodate the rush of passengers during the holidays. You can see the extended hours on your screens now, covering December 20 to 23. Meantime, Transport Group Piston has filed a petition before the Supreme Court. This is to block the implementation of the PUV modernization program and December 31 deadline of the PUV franchise consolidation. Today is also day 3 of the Tigil Pasada of Manibela. Several commuters in some parts of Metro Manila were stranded this morning, but traffic remains heavy in most roads. And President Bongbong Marcos is signing the 5.7 trillion peso national budget for 2024 in a few minutes. The president is not expected to veto any provision in the proposed budget. Recall that Congress has already settled the issue surrounding confidential funds. At least 450 billion in financial assistance for poor and low-income families is also included in next year's appropriations. We begin our sports action with Pinay tennis sensation Eala setting the bar higher for herself in 2024. Eala plans to play in all 4 Grand Slams next year. The 18-year-old is entering her second year of full-time professional tennis. Right now, she will prepare for the Australian Open as qualifiers are set to begin on January 8. This year, Eala won 2 ITF single titles despite struggling in the first half of the season. 2023 also saw the first time that she repped the country in the Asian Games, where she won 2 bronze medals in the singles and mixed doubles tournaments. The Phoenix Fuel Masters and star Jason Perkins are extending their commitment to each other. Perkins agreed to a fresh 3-year maximum deal with the team. The deal was needed as his previous one expired last October. Phoenix selected the 31-year-old LaSalle product as its 4th overall pick in the 2017 PBA draft. And by the end of that season, he won Rookie of the Year honors. This Commissioner's Cup, he has been one of the key guys for the team's success. The Fuel Masters have clinched a quarterfinal seat and is now eyeing a twice-to-beat edge. Right now, Phoenix is 3rd in the standings with a 6-1 win-loss record. Chris Ross seems to be aging like fine wine. The San Miguel Beermen veteran was just named PBA Player of the Week. His team riddled with injuries. Ross stepped up like the team captain that he is to steer the quad to the right direction. In 2 games last week, SMB was able to take down 2 contenders, Barangay Ginebra and TNT Tropangiga. Ross averaged 13.5 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.5 steals in those games. The 2 crucial wins helped San Miguel climb back into contention as it now carries a 5-3 win-loss record. More PBA news. Commissioner's Cup action continues today, December 20 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. First to play are the Phoenix Fuel Masters and Northport Batampierre at 4 p.m. Phoenix looks to sustain their impressive campaign so far and grab their 7th win in 8 games. In the other game, the Magnolia Hotshots eye a bounce back after getting their winning streak cut short over the weekend. They will face the Terra Firma Jeep at 8 in the evening. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Thanks for joining us. Pinoy MMA fighter Danny the King Kingad is set for a rematch with Yuya Little Piranha Wakamatsu in one championship. The strikers will face off once again at 165 on January 28 at the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is their first bout since 2018 where Kingad scored a unanimous win over his Japanese foe. Kingad says he's excited to fight the number 2 flyweight MMA contender. He believes it's a good way to test where his skill set is at the moment. 2 billionaires are set to fill in for the vacated franchises of F2 Logistics and Jurflor. A report by Spin.ph says details on the matter are still being ironed out. The report, citing a source with information on the deal, said both have deep connections with the De La Salle University. The women's volleyball team of the school is currently the defending champions of the UAP. All free agent players of the Cargo Movers will reportedly be retained. Meanwhile, the other tycoon is supposedly a known personality in Philippine sports. He is also the same person who played Santa and shouldered the unpaid salaries of Jurflor's players and staff. In football, some Manchester City fans believe Saudi can take on the task of hosting the Men's World Cup. Man City fans are in the kingdom for the Club World Cup semi-finals, where their team took on Japan's Urawa for a spot in the final. They also praised the country's hospitality but said they would like to see a better transit system as they had been relying mostly on taxis to get around the city. Some also hope that local laws will be relaxed to allow fans to drink beer and spirits by the time the 2034 World Cup commences. Saudi was left as a lone bidder to host the 2034 World Cup after Australia bowed out.
I think it'd be very good, but I think you need transportation a little bit better. There's no proper transport. It's all taxis. So I think you need better transport.
I think the hospitality since been here has been fantastic. People have been really friendly. The stadium looks fantastic. Everything but the transport. I'm sure by the time it gets to the World Cup with the metro system in, it will be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have a wee drink. Well, that's probably not going to be possible. Maybe in 10 years, I don't know.
Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30. I'll see you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.